All right, now let's implement a new feature using test-driven development. We want to add the ability to return a movie. So let's have a quick look at our rental model. Our rental model has these 5 properties. We have customer, movie, date out, date returned, and rental fee. These last 2 properties are initially undefined. When the customer returns a movie, we'll set the return date and calculate the rental fee. So this is the big picture. Now, in terms of the API design, how are we going to send a request to our server to return a movie? Well, one way is to go back to our rentals endpoint and add the ability to update a rental. Let's have a quick look here. So in the routes folder, we have the rentals module. Currently, we can only post to this endpoint to create a new rental. So one solution to return a movie is to add another route handler for updating a rental. However, this is a bad approach. Let me explain why. So back in our rental model, these 2 properties, date returned and rental fee, we don't want the client to set these values. Otherwise, the client can send 0 as the rental fee. So these values should be calculated and set on the server. By the same token, we don't want the client to accidentally modify the value of date out property or the customer. So a better approach is to have a new endpoint to return a movie. So we're going to have a new endpoint like this, /API/returns. We'll post to this endpoint to send a return request or a return command. In this request, we should add 2 properties, customer ID and movie ID. Now on the server, we'll look up the rental. For this combination, we'll get a document like this. We'll set the return date to the current date time and also calculate the rental fee accordingly. So this endpoint is the contract that we're going to expose for our clients. Now that we know what this contract looks like, we can start writing the test cases for how this contract should behave. And that's what we're going to look at next.